you will stop putting your all into women on semen retention, guys. This is the truth. You're going to stop putting your all into women. You're going to start putting your all into what benefits you. That is your purpose in life, guys. See, a lot of guys that put their all into women, they're not happy in life. They don't reach their full potential in life. And it's sad. They don't reach their full potential when it comes down to their purpose. I mean, they end up living a life of sadness, misery. You know, they end up living a life of regret. But when you stop putting your all into women on semen retention, you're going to live a life of happiness. You know, you're going to live your life to the fullest because you're no longer putting your all into women. See, a lot of guys that's putting their all into women, guys, they're miserable. They're not happy in life because they're putting themselves last. They're putting themselves last, guys. You know, a lot of guys are doing this because us men, we're taught to put ourselves last and put everybody else before us. And when you do that as a man, it breaks you down mentally, spiritually, and physically. You know, it makes you sad because you're giving your all to other people. You know, you're doing stuff that's not benefiting you. You're doing stuff that's benefiting other people. And that's what's going to make you mad and sad and angry and upset because you're not investing into yourself. But once you get in on semen retention, you're going to start investing into yourself. You're going to start putting your all into yourself, into what makes you money, into what makes you happy. See, a lot of guys, we're taught to neglect our own happiness for women. And that's what's going to lead to your misery. That's not going to make you happy. You know, guys, man, you need to tighten up. You need to change your way of thinking, man. Put yourself first. Stop putting yourself last and put everybody else before you. You're going to be mad. You're going to end up miserable. You're going to end up thinking that other people owe you something when you get old. You're not going to be happy, you know, because of lack of self-fulfillment and the way that you was taught. Guys, that's not what happiness is, putting your all into women. That's not what happiness is. Happiness is putting your all into yourself, into your purpose. Telling you guys, man, you're going to become a very, very powerful man when you stop giving women your all and give your purpose your all. But you need, you know, a lot of you guys are lacking discipline. You guys are lacking mental self-control. But when you get on semen retention, it's going to help you to gain that self-control. You know, that sexual energy is going to help you. It's going to keep you in line, hopefully, if you want to stay in line. You know, if you want to suffer the pain of discipline instead of suffer the pain of regret. Guys, man, you will not give women your all. This is a downfall. When you give women your all, you headed for a downfall. that rhyme. And that perfectly makes sense. When you give women your all, you're headed for a downfall. Long term. It's slowly breaking you down. Because you investing all your money into her and you're trying to make her happy and you're trying to keep her happy. And it's not really making her happy. Because happiness comes from within. Guys, it's not our job to try to make women happy. They're supposed to be already happy when they come around us. When they come into our world. You know, our environment. Guys, I'm trying to tell you guys. When you get on semen, you will stop giving women your all. This is so powerful. You know, there's so many guys just focusing on women so much and just giving women their all. Just worrying about women all the time. 24/7. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, why women are so important to the point where you don't even care about you finding out your purpose in life. You rather let women distract you and give women your all and live in misery than to find your purpose in life and be alone and think so you can become a better man. All you gotta do is think, you know, much bigger than what you're thinking, man. But I'm trying to tell you guys, man, when you get on this journey, you will not give women your all. You're going to really just like be strictly focused on what you need to do. That's what it's about. That's what life is about, man. Focusing on yourself. You need to focus on yourself. Everything starts with yourself. A woman cannot make you happy. You know, a lot of you guys are giving women your all, trying to buy a woman's loyalty. I'm trying to tell you, if you got to buy a woman's loyalty, if you got to pay her to, you know, stay with you, pay her to not get mood swings, not to, you know, if you got to pay her to get her out of boredom or anything, that woman is not for you in the first place. You know, she's there to drain you if you got to pay for her loyalty. And trust me, When you spending money, bro, that's a form of energy. So you might as well spend money on yourself, and get a return on your investment. Whether it's passively or actively when it comes down to income. But you want a return on that investment. And you want money as the return. Not what's between a woman's legs. Like, you guys are exchanging money for what's between a woman's legs. That's what suckers do. That's what weak men do. Weak-minded men do that. Desperate, weak men do that. Give women they all. Because they got, either you probably got mommy issues, or you just desperate to, have sex, or you just don't have no self-control. But when you get on semen, you're going to gain some self-control, man. It's about gaining self-control. You need control of this to get to where you want to be at. That's what it's about. Controlling your mind. Controlling what you do, your actions. It all starts up here, man. Stop thinking with the wrong head, man. But you will not no longer give women your all. A lot of guys, man, they're doing this. I'm telling you, there's so many guys out here giving women their all. I'm telling you, and they're mad. Especially guys that's married. This guy that told me that's married, they was like, man, I'll never get married again. Because marriage is just you, the man, paying for a woman's loyalty. You paying for everything, and you basically just, paying for her to stay with you. You paying for her not to divorce you. You scared of divorce. So a lot of guys are scared of divorce that's married, man. Because they already know the woman going to take out. So they got to keep simping. They got to keep giving women they all. This is sad. This is ridiculous. Then sign a prenup. Putting all their trust into a woman. Not putting all their trust into their purpose. Into their goals. They would have put all their trust into a woman. And sign their life away and sell their soul to what's between a woman's legs. It's sad. It's ridiculous, man. But guys, man, you will not give women your all. This is the beauty of it. A lot of guys, they out here, like I said, they giving women their all. They really out here giving women their all. And it's ridiculous. I'm telling you, you don't want to be that guy. You want to stop giving women your all right now. I'm telling you, you want to change your mindset right now. Because if you keep focusing on women and giving women your all, you're going to be miserable. You're going to be very miserable in life. Because you probably don't, you think that's what life's about. Sex. Life is not about sex, man. All the time. Of course, you're going to have it every now and then, but I'm just saying, the majority of the time, bro, life is about focusing on yourself and bettering yourself. I'm telling you can't become high value if you want about sex all the time. And you giving women your all. It's going to break you down, I'm telling you. You're going to be mad. You're going to be angry. Because you're going to be like, when you think back on your past, when you get like 50s, 60s, 70s, you're going to be like, man, you know what? I should have put my all into my purpose, man. I shouldn't have got married like at a young age, man. I should never got her pregnant. I just should have just stayed single and kept focusing on my purpose. But you had a void in your life. And this is what happens, man. You being insecure, man. Just stay focused on your purpose, bro. Like I said, man, if you're not where you want to be in life and you don't have no kids, don't worry about kids right now. Don't worry about getting women pregnant. Don't worry about women at all. Keep giving your purpose your all. It's going to pay off long term. Yeah, it's going to take years for it to pay off. But trust me, once it pays off, you're going to be so much happier inside. That's self-fulfillment. It's just going to feel so good. Man, you're going to feel really good inside. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're making the money that you want to make. You're not struggling no more. And, you can live any way you want to live and, do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? With your life. Without having to ask anybody else for, money or anything like that. But guys, you're not going to give women your all no more, man. This is very, very powerful. And most guys are doing this. Most guys are just so desperate for female validation. They're so desperate for a good-looking woman. A woman with a nice butt. They so desperate. A lot of these guys worshiping booty. Selling they soul to booty. Like so many guys are weak, man. And they're miserable. Because in order to keep that booty, they got to keep spending money. They got to keep simping. But you don't have to do that. To fill the void in your life. You could just stay focused on your purpose. And once it take off, eventually, You're going to be making way more money than that guy that's giving that woman his all. You're going to be making more money than both of them put together, probably, most likely. If you keep staying focused, man, you keep trying to better your life. Always try to do better. Stop staying complacent, man. Hope you guys somebody's video, man. It's cool, man.